Well, I'm a groovin'. That was great music. Oh,
all right.
I liked it.
Tech for Senior Live. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the show. We have a great show for you today. Actually, we're having coffee. Did everyone bring their coffee? We all got our coffee. There you go. We're having coffee, which is great. So we have a great show for you today. We're going to sit around and talk tech. We have, of course, with us today, my partner from Tech for Senior on our Monday show, Hewie Popluck.
Hi, everybody.
Yes. And we, of course, co-host the Monday show, which is broadcast to YouTube and through Zoom every Monday. So if you haven't seen our Monday show, be sure and head over there on Mondays. We'll be happy to do some entertainment for you. And then, of course, we've got Bob G. Bob and I sort of see each other everywhere on the internet. He's a busy guy. You are really, really moving. You're always off doing security talks. So we're fortunate to have you available today to come on our show. That's great.
Good morning.
Yes. And we have a guest today. A guest too, of course, if you watch Tech for Senior on Monday, he's obviously a regular figure. He's a music director from Tech for Senior on Monday, Ray Baxter. Hello there, Ray.
Good morning. Glad to be here today. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, that's great. Let me see if we've got anybody in the comments. We haven't seen any comments yet.
Are we on?
Yeah, is anybody watching?
Is anybody there besides the four of us?
Hello.
I can sign off and come back and watch.
Yeah. Maybe nobody's watching. Live viewer comments. Click on comments to show.
It's saying two are on Facebook, and I'm one of them.
Yeah, so maybe there's just a Stan, here we go. Hold on here. So hello, Stan. I'm glad we have Stan's coming in on our Facebook feed. That's great. Welcome, Stan. We thought we were the only people here for a while. Thanks for being there. Yes. Do you know where are you from, Stan? Can you type that in?
I would say California or Florida.
I don't know. Okay. We've got
that's Ellen from my club.
Oh, and you know, Ellen, she is a saint. She sent me another updated spreadsheet.
Okay.
Oh man, Ellen, you are a saint. Listen, I want to give you a call, and I'm going to give you a virtual hug because you are a wonderful person. I don't know how you did all that, but wow, that's great. So I'm going to work in the next couple of days. I want to work on seeing how we're going to put your spreadsheet onto our website, and that's a project I've got going. So thanks so much.
Yeah, I've been working with it a little bit too.
Yeah, we'll have to figure then we can index them. Orlando, so Stan's over by you.
Yeah, he's
that palm tree gave it away.
He's president of CFCS.
Oh, okay. So we have a VIP in our midst. That's great. Great. All right then. Ray, did you want to mention the APCUG conference?
Sure. This Saturday morning, 9 o'clock Pacific time, noon East Coast time, the virtual technology conference is that the APCUG puts on 4 times a year. It's a quarterly event. And this is just really geared only for members of computer clubs who are part of APCUG, Association of Personal Computer User Groups. And so we have two different tracks running at each hour. And there'll be one track talking about VPNs, virtual private networks. Then another one on Audacity, a program I use every now and then. It's sometimes I will take recordings from a vinyl record and make them into MP3s. And Audacity is a very good tool to help me with that. There's another presentation on using Control Center on your iPad. Online privacy is the next one. Then there's towards the end there'll be one on Word tips and tricks, the Microsoft Word tips and tricks, and then somebody is going to do something called music in the car.
Who might that be?
I wonder who that is. Yeah,
and that's me. And it's interesting. I've gotten not one but two different inquiries in the last few months from people who actually purchased a new car, sight unseen, I guess. And when it was delivered and they looked at the dashboard, there was no CD player. And they were frantic as to what do I do now? So I'm going to talk about how you can take a couple of different options you'll have, and that should be fun. So that's this Saturday. And if you're a member of one of the computer clubs that's part of APCUG, just go to the website. It's apcug2.org. apcug2.org. And one of the things you'll see is a video that Hewie Poplock has put together. And it is fantastic. I showed this at my own Payson Computer Club last Monday night. He did a really nice job. Thank you, Hewie, talking about the event and who the different speakers are.
Don't give him too much praise. It'll go to his head.
I'm having a lot of fun with that software. A couple of different softwares that I have to create some different types of videos to promote things.
And different voices.
Yes, it's computerized.
Okay, that's the...
What's it called, Hewie?
Video creator, of all things.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a novel name, eh?
Yeah, isn't it?
Took a lot of time to come up with that.
And the same people have another program called Doodle Maker, and then I use one called Doodly.
Right.
And I think the one that I did, the introduction to this show was done with Doodly. The one for the video for the APCUG was done with Video Creator. And I found them advertised on Facebook and clicked on them and looked at it and kind of watched their videos and their promos and so on. I said, well, it looks like it'll be fun to play with. Maybe I can even sell a couple of them and get my money back.
Speaking of saving money, I have some tips today that are going to save people hundreds of dollars. In fact, they are specials on that are really cool. And I'm not going to tell everyone until the end of the show, so we keep people watching. But there are some crazy good deals out there right now, and I'm going to show you those a little bit later. So we are going to save you money. So if you are watching, stay tuned because greatness is coming. Well, no, I'm going to save you some money. I want to talk about Audacity. I don't use Audacity. Should I be using, Ray? What do you use Audacity? Is that something I should be using? Can you tell me about Audacity? Is it free or
it's free? It's open source. It's free. It's a mostly audio editing software. So you can. I use the very basic aspect of it. I don't really go into a lot of detail. As an example, I will record a LP, a record album, vinyl, onto the computer. But then I need to actually break it into the different tracks because sometimes it comes out as one long track. So Audacity allows me to break it up and then actually name the songs and the artist for each of those tracks. So when I finally then save it on my computer, they're all individual files, not one long track. So that's what I primarily use it for.
Yeah. So one of the problems I have is when I'm doing videos and I make a bunch of audio track, like if the audio track is from different segments, when you make a show, you'll stitch together 4 or 5 different segments, and they're often taped in different days and different environments. And the thing that Camtasia does poorly is evening the all the audio tracks so they all sound the same.
Sound leveling.
Yeah. Do you think would Audacity help me with that?
Yes. That is one of the features. I do that sometimes when I'm just taking regular audio recordings. Same situation that you've explained, where it's they're coming in at different sound levels, and this will even them out.
One of the things I've used Audacity for is my ringtone for my phone. Number one, I'm a little bit hard of hearing. I want something nice and loud. And so I found a song that I really liked, but it was I only wanted a short clip of it. So I used Audacity to cut that clip, and then I kept repeating it, made it longer, and I raised the volume, and then saved the whole thing as a recording, and then I uploaded it to my phone and used it as a ringtone.
You can do the same thing with Screencast-O-Matic, and it does a nice job of evening things out. You can make them louder. You can, some places make it loud, some places make it soft.
Can you save it as an MP3 in Screencast-O-Matic too?
I believe so.
Okay.
I download. I don't know how it happens, but I went to the website of Screencast-O-Matic, and it said, "Do you want to download the updated version to your Chromebook?" And I said, "Sure." And then it did, and it put the new Chromebook app for Cast-O-Matic on my Chromebook, and man, did it work well. It was pretty darn slick. Did you notice a difference, Bob? Have you got the new one?
Yeah, but I hardly ever use it on Chrome. I'm always using it on the Windows computer.
But even better yet, and I'll show you the video I did a little bit later. I did a video yesterday on putting the date. Did you see it yet? The one I published yet, Hewie, on putting the date on the shelf on your Chromebook?
No.
Okay. So anyway, I used the capture, the new capture feature, the screen capture that's built into the Chromebook, like the one for version 90.
Yeah.
And the cool part about it I couldn't get Screencast-O-Matic. Bob, can you get it to do the shelf? I can't get it to go low enough that it actually shows the shelf. But the capture in OS 90 just captured that area, and you'll see it on the video I did. It worked really well, and that's what I used. So
if you have the pro version of Screencast-O-Matic, you've had the use of the screen capture for years. All of my screen captures are done with Screencast-O-Matic.
Right.
And it makes it very easy to share them wherever you want to share them.
I noticed the last time I used Screencast-O-Matic, it had the ad for it. I guess I forgot to sign in, and so it didn't recognize me as a paid user, so it puts their ad in it.
Yeah. For those of you who are watching and don't know what we're probably talking about, Screencast-O-Matic is a video capture editing software that is free. And Bob and I, do you use it, Hewie? Do you use it?
Yes.
Yeah, we use it. And the reason that at least the reason I use it is because it works on Chromebooks, and it's really cool, and it works quite well. So it helps me when I do my Chromebook videos. Otherwise, I use Camtasia. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are Camtasia users out there, 2021 is out. I bought it, another $150. Anyway, I updated it. So anyway, Olive Cousin is here. She says, "Thanks for joining us." She's from Oregon, probably raining there. Is there any news on the glucose monitoring watches? And that is, we talked about that. I don't know if you mentioned it last week. Yeah. The answer is no. Apple had their big event. Was it last week? Yeah, I think it was last week. And they did not launch the Apple Watch 7. So I expect they're busily working, perfecting this, and probably will be out I think they've got another event coming in September, and we'll see what happens. But it's getting close. It is getting close.
And it's not really raining there. She's got sunshine.
Yeah, it's raining here. How come you guys got such a
Look, hey, look at my shirt. Look at my. That's for Olive Kuzbay.
Ah, yeah.
I love it up there.
And is it Mead? Is that Mead? Mead Stewart? It says sorry.
Mead,
I'm late.
yeah.
Mead? Yeah. Sorry,
That's
I'm late.
Mead.
Oh, Mead, thank you for coming. Boy, I'm glad you guys are here because we thought we'd be just talking by ourselves all day, right? Olive, I'm going to tell you about, in a few minutes, I'm going to tell you about the deal of the century on an Apple Watch. It is so cheap. You'll want to go and buy an iPhone just so you can use the Apple Watch. Well, maybe not quite, but it's a good deal. I'll tell you about that in a few minutes. Hewie, go ahead, Bob.
No more watching, no more watches, no more anything until glucose monitoring comes out. That's when I'll invest in another watch. Until then, I have enough stuff.
I know. Isn't it crazy? We've got
2 days ago, I hooked up my alarm system that came in from Wise.
Oh yeah, how'd that work?
It was easy to hook up. On Monday, I'll show you some of the pictures of what's contained. Lovely thing is that I now pay $5 a month for monitoring, and all the equipment, that's gratis. I didn't pay for the equipment. I pay for the monitoring, and the monitoring is $5 a month. I was paying 15 and change a month on the one that I had that I can't update anymore because, well, they don't update with Flash on their new system, and Flash is discontinued. So I would have had to buy a brand new system from the monitoring system that I had, and I wasn't willing to do that.
Bob, so are you locked into a contract?
No, there's no contract. Well, you pay for it for a year. So you're paying $60 for a year. Okay.
That's well
worth it. But you didn't pay for the equipment.
That's good. Good deal.
What it comes with is a front and back door, a keypad, the main system itself that hooks into your Wi-Fi, and camera does not come with it. That you have to purchase separate. You have to pay for your own camera. I already have a bunch of their cameras, so that was no big deal anyway. And also for motion detection, that's included.
So Ivana says, I tried to go through Zoom. Of course, we're not on a Zoom meeting. It won't work. But she remembered Facebook. Yay! You got it. That's great. That's good. Thanks for coming. That's great. Glad you're here. That's great.
If you go to the website where it says YouTube Live, click on it. That's what's running on my Chromebook behind me. Yeah. It was easy to get there.
Yeah.
You were talking about saving some money. I'll save everybody some money if they're on Facebook or they use Facebook. I've been seeing some really tempting ads for computers for $89.
Really?
They are having trouble shipping them to other countries, and so they're selling them for $89. And when you look at the company, each one is the advertisement's different from different places, but when you look at them, it's all coming from one particular company. And when you go to look at the reviews for that company from the Better Business Bureau, there are hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of 1 star out of 5. And some of them say they would put a minus sign in front of that one if they could. No one has good works about it. Please don't buy one of those or buy a bunch of them or anything. It's going to be in pieces or parts. Screens are going to be broken. They say, well, you may have to do some repairs to some. Well, it looks like, a broken screen is a big repair, and people aren't receiving them, or they're ordering a bunch of them and they only get part of the order and they still get charged, and there's no customer support. You don't get any help from them at all. So stay away from that. Don't be tempted to buy a computer for $89. If it's too good to be true, it is.
Probably too good to be true.
It's probably too good.
It is indeed. Yes. Now, Bob, you posted something on our Facebook page about Scouts, Girl Guides getting their cookies delivered by drones. What's
Yep.
going on with that?
Hey, they're up to date.
Huh, that's unbelievable. Yeah. They're
Hope they don't
delivering.
drop them in from 30 feet up.
Did they drop the boxes? I don't think they dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
Speaking
landed
of pieces
very,
and
very
parts.
softly.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we've got someone. Joan is here from Victoria. Hi, Joan. Now remember, everybody out there, this is also, we're going to sit and sort of yak for a while here. If anybody has questions, we're really all ears today, right? And in fact, we even have asked. Yeah, exactly. But we also have Ray with us, so I'm hoping that everybody's got some music questions. See if you could stump Ray. Ask him a music question. See if
That's
you can.
easy.
Yes.
Well, Ray's not in my living room when I really want to know something about music. So I ask Miss A, I say, what song is it that it has this line in it? And all of a sudden it'll start playing that song. And
Really?
it's great.
Yep.
Oh, it's
Yep.
fantastic.
That's pretty cool.
And I like the apps Shazam and SoundHound on the phone, because you're hearing a song playing, you're not quite sure, you put your phone up to it, press the little button. It used to come back with just the name of the artist and the song. Now it gives you links to YouTube videos and lyrics and all kinds of great information. And they're free.
Yep.
Yeah, so refresh my memory. I used to use Shazam. What's Shazam again? Ray, can you run that by me again?
Sure. Shazam and SoundHound. They're two separate apps, but they work very, very similar. So if you hear a song in the background, let's say you're shopping in a mall or something, and there's a song playing in the background, and you recognize it, but you can't think of the title, or maybe you know the title, but you can't think of the artist, you tap the app button on your phone, and your phone now is listening to that, and within seconds it comes back and gives you all kinds of information about the song and the artist.
Pretty darn
Yep.
cool. Yeah.
How it does that, I have no idea. I mean, it's an app, but somehow it can tell from, I don't know what the song title is, and then of course it goes into the database and comes back with all the other information about artists, etc.
It's a good way to cheat when you're at one of these at a bar and they're having a contest. Name the song.
Yeah, look down at the phone.
What is it? Is it Android and iOS? Does it work on both?
I know it definitely works on Android. I'm pretty sure it's available for iOS as well.
Oh.
Shazam is one name. SoundHound is the other.
Yeah, SoundHound I'm familiar with.
Yeah, I've heard of Sound, but I used to use Shazam. I don't know why I don't use them. I'll have to download. They're both free, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Oh. That's cool.
Best price. We're still saving people money today. Look at this.
Oh, I got some great. You are not going to believe the deal I'm going to tell you about in a few minutes. It's I checked it this morning and it's still there. It is the deal of the century. In fact, you guys are going to probably want to leave early and go and rush out and buy this. But I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what it is until the end.
So
How do you get? Sorry. How do you get? Go ahead.
How come you didn't fill us in before we started the show?
Because you wouldn't stick around. Then I'd be the only one here. I'm not going to tell you guys that early because you wouldn't be here. I'd be talking by myself all day. Now, how do you get rid of? Okay, so we've got a question, you guys. I got a question here. This is good. So we got a question. How do you get rid of an excessive amount of emails in Outlook? I am talking thousands. I remember when 7 had a sweep tool. Okay, that sounds like a Hewie question.
Yeah, and I don't know the answer because I the other day somebody asked me a question about something that goes back to the early 2000s. I went back in my emails and I found a whole bunch from 2008, 2009, 2010. I keep all that stuff. I don't want to get rid of it. So I'm not sure. While we're talking here, I'll go out and take a look and see if there's something I can find quickly.
I do use Outlook, and here's what I do. Basically, it's very simple. I would just like you highlight anything. I'd click on the first message, hold either the shift key or the control key down, and then just scroll down quickly until all the messages that I want to delete are highlighted, and then hit the delete button on the keyboard, and they're gone.
Right. I guess one of the things that I guess one of the questions we could really ask, and maybe Bob could give us a thought on this is I mean, is it really important that we delete a lot of old email? I mean, with the cloud storage that we have, it used to be more important when we downloaded all these onto our PCs, and cloud storage was expensive and all that sort of stuff. But really, I don't think, I don't go through all my, like, I got a lot of email in Gmail, and I never go through. I mean, it take me I got a lot better things to do than go and look at my old email and try and delete all the junk. What do you think, Bob? Do you think we should go back and delete all our old email, or what do you do with yours?
Takes up space. Mine is set so after 30 days, the garbage, the stuff in the trash automatically disappears.
But you go through your old folders and look at all old, like,
No, not the actual, not legitimate email. I got enough storage that I don't really care. Let it pile up. I can always go back if it's legitimate email. But the junk, the stuff I put into trash, the spam folder, that automatically is set to get rid of itself.
Right.
I usually keep 3 years. But if if I was looking at it and it said now 2017, I delete the whole year. If it was something that was important at the time, that's saved separately. But if it's just the normal back and forth, I keep it for 3 years and then delete it. Now I've done that for years, and maybe I don't have to do it anymore. That's just a habit I got into.
Mm-hmm.
Ron, I can't post on the public side, so here is the link for Shazam.
Okay.
I sent it to you.
You can't.
No. I see comments, but I can't chat.
Let me see if I can copy this.
Usually it's in the store. That's how I got it.
Let's see if I can do this.
It was even available on my old Windows phone. I had a Windows phone up until a year ago.
Right.
Didn't want to give it up.
There we go. There it's in fact, we'll put it on the, I think I can even put it on the, so you guys can't comment, eh? Huh.
All right, I'm going to do the same thing.
Now, if you're going to put it on your phone, though, you want to download it from the store.
Yeah, well, it would direct you to the store.
Yeah.
Now let's see. How do you get extra? Are there going to be links to the program? Okay, yeah, we put them in the chat. There you go. Yeah.
Yep.
We're still working out. You can right click on deleted, send, or trash in it. That's what Joan said.
I just put something in the private chat. If you can copy it over and then post it.
Okay. We'll do that.
I think once they come out with their co-host, then we, as co-hosts, should also be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to ask. I'll have to ask Michael about this and see what he has to say. There you go. We'll put that up. There you go.
I won't show it all, but it's in the chat.
I think there's another one here. Yeah, good. And of course, when this is all recorded and saved, and the chat is saved in there, so you can see that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I had a bad experience with that. I don't buy stuff on Facebook. It's sort of weird. I bought a little. It was cool. It was a little fountain. It was. I have a little fountain in the garden, and it's got water in it for the birds. It's a bird bath, right? And this was so cool. It was a photo thing where the sun comes to. What is it called? Sun
umbrella.
No. It was a pump, and what happened is that it squirted the water up into a little fountain, right? And it was solar, and it powered by the sun, right? There's a little screen there, and it powered up, and that was the base of the fountain. And then it wasn't the fountain; it sat in the water, and it squirted the water up, and there was this little pump that ran on the sun, right? So I thought, well, that's cool. It was like $35, right? So I ordered it, and of course, it took like 3 months to come because it came from China, right? And then, but then of course, it was delivered. Said it was delivered, and I never got it. I have no idea where it went, right? And I paid for it with PayPal. So I contacted PayPal, and I said, look, this is, if I contacted Amazon, they would have immediately given me my money back long time ago. But PayPal said, oh no, it's going to come. And they contacted the seller, and the seller said, well, it was delivered. And I said, well, I don't know what country you delivered it in. I never got it. And, the whole thing went on and on for another 2 months. And PayPal finally said, nope, the seller said it was delivered, and you're obviously in the wrong. And, and they wouldn't give me the $35 back. And I thought, so anyway, so bad news for PayPal, bad news for Facebook, because of anything I ever have on Amazon it's I have no trouble whatsoever. I've had no trouble with Amazon at all. So anyway, that's
I've purchased all kinds of little gizmos and gadgets and so on through Facebook ads, and I've had real good luck with them. Yeah, and like you say, sometimes it was on the slow boat from China, and it took a long time to get here, but I got them. But the last two things I bid on, one of them was an ice maker for the counter, and because I don't have room in my freezer, I got a small freezer, and there's no room to put ice cube trays. So I said, I'll try it. What the heck? It was a closeout for $35. And after I ordered it, I saw that they're advertised for about $300 and some odd dollars. So I said, I'm not going to get this. I have no idea what I'll probably get is an ice cube tray. Well, I didn't even get that. I got a watch.
A watch?
That makes sense.
A wristwatch. And then another thing I ordered about the same time from a different company was something was going to hold my computer on the lap that was adjustable, and it was really fancy, and it was all wood. I got some metal strips that showed up. So I said, okay, I stopped biting. So I'm not buying a lot of things now on Facebook like I was, but I had some real good luck and got some neat things, but you got to be careful, and they don't tell you that it's coming from China. So you don't know it's going to take 3 months to get here.
So Laverne says, where's the best place to buy outdoor wind spinners? I got to say Amazon.
The answer to every question is Amazon.
Well, do you guys have a wind spinner site? I don't know.
I would check the hardware stores, Lowe's and Home Depot.
My wife picked one up at Walmart.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I'm going to give, because everybody's all waiting, I'm going to give you one of my tips today that's going to save you. Now, you guys got to promise me, when I show you this, you're not all going to leave me, right? Because we still got half an hour to talk. But I don't want you guys running off to the store to buy this, okay? So I'm gonna share my screen. Let me see if I can do this. Just a minute here. We'll get this coming, and we're going to come over. All right. This was an article, actually, for those of you who watch our Facebook feed. I posted this morning, and this is an article that was in The Verge, which is one of the news feeds I get. And it was the Apple Watch 6 has dropped in price. Now, I thought, what? And I actually went over to Best Buy, and indeed, today at Best Buy, this is a $400 watch. It's $150 off. It's the Apple 6. It's the Series 6. It's the latest. And it's on for $249. That's $150 off. Now, you have to get the red. if you go and you choose any one of the other ones, if you look over here, if you choose any of the other ones, it's $400, right? But if you want the red watch, and this is right off the feed. This is Best Buy in the United States. This is all in American dollars. $249 for an Apple Series 6 watch. So
of course, you need to have an Apple phone.
You need an iPhone. You do need an iPhone, but I'm just telling you guys, I got some more. I got another even better deal, not on watches, but for those of you who may be sitting around, it almost makes me want to go and buy an iPhone. This is so cool. That is a cool deal. And it is on for $249 today at Best Buy. And in fact, if I look up, it's actually in stock, because so many of these things that we try to buy and we click on that and it's not in stock. So anyway, that's the Apple Watch Series 6, the 40 millimeter aluminum case, the sports red band, Series 6, 6 months of Apple Fitness on at Best Buy, $150 off for a $400 watch today at Best Buy. You saw that on Tech for Senior Live. Saved you $150. I'm going to save you some more money because I got a couple of other things to show you that's even better, but it's not Apple stuff. So anyway, there you go. So
that's an amazing price.
That is crazy, and it's only in the red. So they must have.
But I'm sorry, I'm sorry, but it's an ugly watch. Price is right. The color is, well, I guess if you love red, that shade of red, then maybe it's good for you, but no.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell from the watch face whether it tells time or not.
Who cares? It monitors your heart. It monitors your heart. It looks after you. And it does some crazy stuff. You can also change color. Yeah, you can, Pat. You can get different colors of the watch, but that's the deal is only on the red. So you have to have the red. You can't have any other colors. So I thought that was sort of cool. Yikes. Let's see what else we got here. Those of you who don't come over to our Facebook page.
I like Hewie's watch.
It's swiveled too.
Yeah. Oh, and Apple announced, you've all heard about the M1 processor, but they announced the M2 processor is on the way. Apple is just, I told people a year ago to buy Apple stock, and everyone said, nah, it's priced too high, blah, blah. It's going to go crazy, and particularly when this new watch comes out that measures blood sugar, I'd still buy Apple stock. Pat says you can get something to cover the red. I guess you could paint it, right? Get some spray paint and spray it. But I don't. I like the red. I thought that was sort of cool. Yes, looking down here. Well, I'm going to save my last little tidbit for another just at the end here. We will for sure do that. Yes, Hewie, any news on anything?
Another liftoff during the night. Another 60 satellites went up, and for the Starlink, and they got approval for another 2,200, 2,400 from the FCC that were approved for a higher altitude to bring them down to where the other ones are to add. So they're going to have over 4,000 of those satellites flying around. So we should be able to get some decent exposure to Starlink once all of the satellites are up there.
What I found amazing is that when I first started hearing about Starlink, it was going to be up in southern Canada and the northern states of the U.S. Well, I was met with a friend that I hadn't seen in almost a year the other day, and he's gotten an invitation to do Starlink in Arizona.
Really?
And
I
yeah,
haven't-
and he said it might be ready as early as the end of this year.
I have an invitation in New Mexico.
Really, Bob?
Yes.
When do you have a date yet?
No, I just got the notice for an invitation.
Because you're fairly south there, right?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of New Mexico. So yeah, I consider it south.
Yeah.
Southwest.
It's a border state, and that's pretty south.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm more south than you are, Ray.
Oh, yeah, really? Yeah. Well, probably. I'm halfway between. I'm right in the middle of the state of Arizona. So you're a little bit. Yeah.
Maybe by a couple of inches.
Depending on what map you're using.
Well, Ray, since you got your new computer, is your internet pretty good where you are? Since you got your new computer, man, it is like night and day. You are so clear. Everything is perfect. It's running really, really much better. Would you get Starlink? Would you get?
I'd have to hear more about the consistency. When we hear, was it Greg on? No, it varies quite a bit. The key for me, our household, is really my wife. She still works full time. She works for a company based out of St. Louis. She does her own video editing, does a lot of uploading. And that's the speed that I'm trying to get. And right now we're getting by with 8 megabytes per second. And you'd say, well, that's horribly slow, but it used to be less than 1. So actually on a scale, we're doing better. But if I can get something where the upload speed is going to be faster, then I would consider switching from the cable company we have now.
Mm-hmm. Starlink may be, Alan says, the Starlink may be early solution of Biden's infrastructure vision passes for rural internet services. It's interesting, though, is that I think one of the things that internet needs to be like water. You have to have it to live. I mean, if you're not connected to the internet and you're living in an area that has, you just have no connection ability, I mean, you would be really severely hindered on your ability to do banking, to get a job, to do all sorts of things like that would be really difficult, eh?
You're right, Ron. It's like a utility.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a utility.
I used to get mine through DirecTV, through the satellite. And yes, it's better than phone company when you only have dial-up. But outside of that, not really the way I'd want to go. And they have limitations on how much data you're allowed to use. And if you go over it, you're back to dial-up speed. And then they have other things like if you try to get out of the contract early, you're looking at humongous fees for getting out. So I'll wait for Starlink. At least there you're not as locked in as you are.
Right. Okay. Is everybody up for my next tip?
Before that, I just did a quick test on mine. I have 146.4 megabits download and 150.8 megabits upload.
Oh wow! I'm moving in with you, Hewie.
Yeah, it's fiber optics, and it's same speed up is down.
Is that from the phone company, your local phone company?
No, it's from actually a cable company, but I don't have cable with them. I just have the fiber optics.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Are you ready? Is everyone ready?
Yep.
Are you holding on to your chair? Okay. All right. You're holding on because you're going to be blown away by this. All right. So hold on, everybody. That's right. You hold on. Let me see if we can share. I'll share my screen again. Here, let's see what we could do. All right. Now the article, if we come back to our Tech for Seniors again, here it was. Did you guys see this one? Amazon brings updated Fire series tablets and keyboards with Office 365. Now, here's the deal. This is an unbelievable deal. The only problem is they're temporarily out of stock, so you can't actually have the deal yet, but it is there. So Gail and I, my wife and I, taught Kindle Fire tablets for many years at our computer club in Mesa. So we've been into Kindle Fire tablets for an awful long time. But in the last few years, Kindle, the tablets have become, the operating system is more like Android. It's actually Android with a bit of with of course a layer of Amazon on top. You can actually jailbreak them and take the Kindle, the Amazon stuff off. But I wouldn't recommend it, but it is possible to do that. Anyway, the point here is these are incredibly good value, like unbelievable value. Gail has one. She has one. Her Kindle Fire 10 HD, I think, is about 2 years old now, and with 64 gigabytes of RAM, I bought that, I think, for around $130 on sale. So I mean, they're unbelievable. And so Amazon has just brought out a whole new line of Kindle Fire tablets, which are, not only are they incredible and such a good deal, but I'm going to show you the kicker in a minute. All right. So if you look at this one, this is the Kindle Fire HD 10.1. It's full HD with 32 gigabytes of RAM. I don't know what the price, because it's out of stock, but it's coming in at around $150. Okay. And if you go up to the 64 gig, it's around $180. And this is really, really incredible. If you look at the Samsung tablets and try to compare to these, you're probably 3 times the value. Okay. Now you're going to say, oh, wow, that's cool. But I have something even better that you guys got to watch. Now watch this. Is there something on this on here that looks odd? There's something new that should be there. Does anyone pick up what it is?
Office.
That's right. That's right. So the deal is that they have now, Amazon and Microsoft are offering a deal, and you get an actual copy of Office now. Now here, watch this now. So that has never been before. Never was there an integration between Amazon and the Office before. So this is now with this. So if you come down, we're going to just come down here, and I'm going to show you the deal. So here's the deal. You have to get, so here's the deal. You have to get the $219, and this is the productivity bundle, right? But this gives you a full 1 month personal subscription of Office, right? So so you can use it on a piece. It doesn't have to just be used on you're getting a whole subscription to Office included in your Fire HD. So not only are you getting the tablet, but you're going to probably get around $60 worth. If you had to go and buy that subscription for Microsoft for Microsoft Office, you're going to get you'd probably have to pay about $60 depending on the
70,
which one you want. But this is like the craziest deal. This is really good. So, and you're going to get this. And again, if we click on this, I don't think, have they got this in? Again, these are all that just come out. This is just brand new stuff that's just come out this week. So they're obviously having some supply, and they've got a deal on. This was normally $269. They've got it on for $219, but it comes with Microsoft 365, which would include 1 terabyte of online storage and all the other stuff that you have. And it's all available for $219. Unbelievable. And you get a tablet as well.
Yeah, they've got a 7-inch one that I just happened to look these up this morning. They had a 7-inch one with 32 gigabytes of storage, and I think it's 2 gigabytes of RAM, like for $50.
I know. Now you got to be careful though when you're looking at these. You want to make sure this is a whole new line that's just coming in
Yeah.
like right now. So you want to make sure there's lots of these on the internet on Amazon, but a lot of them are last year's models. Like they're not. These are the brand new. They've got slimmer bezels. They've got all this latest stuff. It's a whole new series that they've just brought out. So again, it's all over on our website, or actually, it's on our Facebook page. So you go to our Facebook page. The links are all there, and you can see it there. But that is a heck of a good deal.
Yeah, even last year's model, for what Robin does on it, she asked about getting a tablet, and I said, it might not be a bad idea to get one of last year's model for $50 for her, because she just lays in bed and watches some videos and so on at night trying to go to sleep. And so it's just some YouTube, and then she texts and reads her email, and that's about all she's doing on her phone, except occasionally she uses it as a phone. So just to have in bed or something like that, a $50 one would be ideal.
They're hard to get. I remember when we bought a bunch of them for our computer club to give away, they'd only sell 2 at a time, and I went to Best Buy and tried to get them, and they were all sold out. I mean, they're really popular because of give the kids.
The price is right, yeah.
Yeah, they do really well.
Because my phone's probably 3 or 4 years old now. It's not even being updated with the operating system. There are some updates to it, but it's it's a Samsung. It's an S8 Plus, and what are they up to now? I think the S10 or 11 or 12 or something like that. But they don't even update. After 2 years, they don't update phones anymore. But it still works, so I can't see investing in a new phone, but sooner or later I'm going to have to.
But sometimes you run into the problem where, like, banks in particular are notorious for that. They won't allow you to do your online banking unless your device you're using is a more recent update.
Yeah. Betty says, I wear a Dexcom 6 glucose monitor and love it. It helps me know that it is. And on my iPhone, I download the Dexcom app along with Clarity. I have an Apple Watch and can select the Dexcom app to appear on the face of the watch. Yeah, it's lots of cool technology. Olive says, will those Fire 7 or 10? Of course they will, and of course they work all through Fire TV. So if you have an Amazon device, you can certainly cast it into the over there. Yes, indeed.
Did you see that Roku and YouTube TV are having a disagreement, and I may not be able to watch my YouTube TV on my Roku TV?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. Of course, I have all my TCL TVs, which have built-in Roku, and I watch.
Me too.
That's all we watch. That's all I watch is YouTube TV. I mean, well, no, I don't. Sorry, I watch YouTube. I don't actually watch. Are you talking about?
Yeah, YouTube is the movie, the videos, and so on. YouTube TV is the subscription streaming service that has local TV stations as well as the major networks and all kinds of others and movies and so on.
Right. Is that
runs about $65 a month.
Right. Is that the one they're having trouble with?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I got a Fire TV and a Roku TV. So I'm not going to have to use the Fire Stick that I have on the Roku TV to watch it if they do eliminate it. A lot of times these things go to the last minute and then they make some kind of an agreement. So.
It's in everybody's advantage, and it's certainly in our advantage that they reach some kind of agreement.
Yeah.
Ray, you've got a squeaking chair.
Oops, sorry. I'll try to be more quiet. Or I'll find the can of, what is that called again?
WD-40.
WD-40. Thank you.
Or you can listen. You can listen to the old radio program, the squeaky. No, that wasn't a squeaky chair. It was a squeaky door, wasn't it?
Inner sanctum.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing, Ray, have you been following? Is that the podcasts now? There is with Spotify. There's a whole move now with Apple and Spotify to start charging for podcasts. Is everyone watching this?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a whole move now for, I don't think podcasts are going to be free anymore. Apple's making the big move, and then Spotify looked like they're going to. Everyone wants to charge you a subscription, so
you can still watch mine for free.
Yeah. I know.
So, you can still watch Tech for Seniors and Tech for Senior Live for free.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yep.
But it's very interesting that in the last month, what's happening, and Spotify just brought out a subscription-based thing, and so life's changing a bit with the podcasting, because I listen to a lot of podcasts, and it's life's changing a bit. Oh, Jolin's here.
Hey,
hello, Jolin. Hey, yeah, we talk to Jolin all the time, or get a Google TV. Yeah, competition for sure. Has anyone got the new Google TV? I haven't played around with that. Do you guys?
No, this is the device. This is the device that plugs into your TV.
Yeah.
And I have the new one.
Oh, do you?
Which has a remote with it. And it's not that expensive.
What do you think? Do you like it?
Yes.
And the remote, because you don't have to work it off. That the problem I had with trying to use it before with the Chromecast was you need your phone all the time, and I don't travel around, like I don't have my phone with me in the house. So this actually has a remote.
It has a remote, an actual remote.
Huh. Okay. Jolin says I guess she's got one. She says she likes it.
Yep.
Well, it's something maybe we'll have to talk. Maybe we should do something on. Can you maybe do a little? We did something on it on Tech for Senior, didn't we, Bob?
I don't know.
Maybe we should do a little.
But I don't know how you would do that, because you'd have to actually do it off the TV and
there goes our YouTube away. Violation after violation.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, interesting. Jolin says, I'm able to hit the on-off button, and it switches my Roku into my Google TV. Cool. Maybe we'll get Jolin to come on. Maybe she can go over it. She'll do a little thing on, tell us how that all works. Did you guys see Steve Dotto on Wednesday with
yes, Chris and Jim?
Wasn't that good?
Excellent show.
Yeah, that's really cool. Have you guys got all your stuff uploaded yet?
Actually, no, I just put the uploader onto my new desktop, because I have some stuff on here, and all the videos, when I produce them, that's another backup for them. Let them go up while I still can. And besides, since I use my phone is a Pixel 5, so I don't have that restriction. Let stuff get up there. One of these days I won't have a Pixel 5, but while I have it, that's all part of that. I don't have the restrictions that the rest of the people have. It will not end for me on June 1st, as long as I have my Pixel 5. So that's another reason. Happens to be an excellent phone, and the picture quality on this thing is amazing.
I think I'm going to buy my Pixel 3. The battery's starting to go now after 3 or 4 years I've had it. Now they're starting to leak the reviews of the Pixel 6, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen those, but there's I like how these companies, it's top secret. Mm-hmm. Someone leaks this. It's all their PR department leaking the stuff, right? Anyway, so there's been some and they're going to have their own chip in it and all that sort of stuff. So we'll see what happens with the Pixel 6. Well, we got 2 minutes left. We've had a social chit chat this morning. We've saved people hundreds of dollars, right? We've saved them on their phone. We saved them on their tablets. Ray gave them some deals on some software for their music. We talked about Starlink and all sorts of cool stuff. So if you just watch the show today, you saved a bunch of money, right?
Can't wait to go to my bank account and check the balance.
Jolin says you might think I might wait for. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The Pixel 6. I think I'm gonna wait on that and see what transpired. Hopefully, in October, I'll be down in Mesa, and then it's much easier to get, I'll just order one because I have Google Fi, so that really works well. So, well, you guys, I want to thank everyone for coming. And listen, I want to thank you so much for not running off and leaving me all by myself with these great deals. I thought you guys would be out the door. You'd be out the door and gone, Anyway, I guess we'll see everyone for Monday's show. Hewie and I do the planning of the show on Saturday morning. So I'll see you at 9:00 on Saturday morning.
Actually, we need to make it at a different time because I'd like to be on the VTC from APCUG, which starts that same time.
Oh, do you want to do it at 8?
Yeah, which is 11 my time.
Okay. Is that okay?
Yep.
So I'll see you at 8:00 on Saturday morning. That's fine. And Bob, we'll see you on Monday.
Hey, yep.
Ray, we'll see you on Monday as well.
Absolutely.
And I'll be listening to you on Saturday. Good luck with your presentation. Are you the only one that's presenting here? I guess you're the. I don't think Hewie or you, or Bob, are you doing any presentation?
No, I'm doing the next VTC in August.
Okay. All right.
Spread the wealth.
All right, you guys stick around just for a second afterwards when we go off stream and we can talk. Thank you everyone for coming.
It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Good group today.
I don't know about anybody else in the audience, but we can have a good time.
Yeah. Things flew by. Olive says Monday. No. Olive, Hewie and I were just talking about we planned the show on Saturday morning, so we're going to be the show. Nothing on Monday changes. Everything is exactly the same. That will never change. It's always the same time. But Hewie and I meet on Saturday morning to plan the show and decide what we're going to do because we don't know until Saturday morning, right, Hewie?
Yeah.
We have to decide who's going to do what. Jolyn says, thank you. Glad I made it. Well, we thank you for coming. And we thank everybody for coming today. Thanks so much. We're going to do this next Thursday. You guys, what do you think?
I might as well. Nothing else to do.
I'm not doing anything. Yeah. Ray, if you want to come, fine. If
you have me back, sure.
We'll just send you the link and away we go. All right.
I've got a bunch of people to have my coffee with on Thursday mornings.
All right. Okay. Bye-bye now.
Bye, everybody.
So long.
Bye-bye.